Hello, hello, beautiful person watching this. I'm so happy that you're here. Welcome back to another Slay the Spire Ascension 20 Defect run. On this channel, I have my recorder lens with some commentary and general discussion about this beautiful game that we play. Today I was feeling feisty, didn't even check the map before taking that whale bonus there, and we got Sunder and Sweeping Beam from 2 transforms. That's actually a great result. Some very solid early attacks. Sweeping Beam is not an amazing card, but it's much better than Strike, of course. Huge improvement, and Sunder, of course, is one of the best early cards, allowing you to ruthlessly destroy your enemies with a huge bonk. And there's some good options here. Melter is good early damage, Compile Driver scales better as it draws cards. And we get the Golden Idol, of course, taking the max health for that. So far going pretty well. Yeah, take a charge battery, of course, some early block, and actually the energy is quite useful as well. Next turn, Sunder kills it. I thought it was still in the dropout, not gonna lie, but still drew it, so I was right. And Beam Cells here, that's excellent. We've already taken several good attacks here. Beam Cell applying that vulnerable for 0. The only way Defect can apply vulnerable. And it's for 0 energy. So when you're doing the thing that we're doing here, it's definitely ideal to have this Beam Cell in your deck, of course. Now we just draw Sunder again next turn, we win. Easy game. I found a Strawberry and Entropic Brew, that's very nice. And I may even take Streamline with this Beam Cell deck we have going on here. Looks like I skipped though, I'm not interested in any more damage now. I upgrade Sunder over Beam Cell. Could have gone either way there, I would argue. But in this case it's actually good, because we found Sentries, which are tough to make vulnerable. And so I get 2 of them low, just so I can Sunder one of them. And I also have a Explosive Pod if I need it. But I do not. Decided not to play Sweeping Beam there, interesting. Lightning Orb probably will deal more damage than 12 damage. Ouch. Unlucky draw there. I go for the 50-50 here, wow, and I hit it, very nice. There was some chance both the orbs didn't hit that right one, which would have been very bad. We found a Lizard Tail, of course, giving us a second to life, reviving us to 50% health the first time we die. Strike Dummy, increasing the damage of every card that says Strike by 3. Upgrade our Beam Cell. We did also find a Strawberry, by the way, but it's pretty obvious that that gave us 7 max health, I would say. Could have opened with Sunder there, but interested in just playing Zap, opening next turn. I drew the Sunder anyway, it's very lucky. The Sunder is cooperating with us, and I like it. Sometimes you just draw the cards, you know? Pretty important. And sometimes the orbs just hit the thing, also pretty important. Got there. So we are a bit low here, would love to find some sustain here. And I take the Bronze Scales, probably going against Guardian or Hexaghost here. Yep, Hexaghost, so definitely would love to have that Bronze Scales doing a lot of damage. What to upgrade? Perhaps a Zap? We would like the early damage to be upgraded, but it seems I want a Sweeping Beam. It's just so much better upgraded than is not upgraded. The thing is about that. So this is a shame. I'm going to die here. It looks like my Lizard Tail is going off. Trying to find some way out. Oh, found Chill. That does block enough. Still looking a bit sus though. Could dual cast and hope. The hope paid off. And we also found oddly smooth stone, by the way. 1 dexterity, and that is paying off rather large here. And Genetic Algorithm is here, which is a pretty good card this early, but we are 2 health. It's a little bit spooky. Still take it, it seems. And get a shop here on the question mark. Bandage up is here. A consideration. Capacitor is also here, but we don't have that much orb generation yet. Could be a bit slow here. Hard move a strike. Buy a bandage up after all. And yeah, I'm just so into sustain as the defect that I buy bandage up, which I usually don't do. And high rolling here, hitting another entropic brew from our entropic brew. That's very nice, of course. Dupe pod is here. So those are some great potions to take in the next act if we can. Deciding to not take the 2 there. A little bit uncharacteristic of me, I would say. But feeling pretty confident here, I suppose, especially with the bronze scales in play. Just let it hit itself till we win. So considering not taking damage yet again. Found the zap or the defend there, so got the full block after all. I'm playing very fast, but still pretty well. Just nice to see. The Slaver Lice fight was weird, but I think it was also just very... a tough fight as well. But I perhaps played that wrong, of course. And here's the moment of truth. Made it through. Just barely got there, very nice. And there's a Seek here. I'm gonna take that over the trash. And probably Slaver's Collar here. The Choker is pickable, but you know, it's very restraining. It kind of locks you into obviously only playing 6 cards a turn, and we may want to play more than that at some point. Unfortunate looking 2 elite path here, I would say. It's a lot of hallway fights in a row, very spooky. Something like that. But I may go right, yeah, like that instead, because 5 hallway fights in a row is brutal. It is good with algorithm, of course, but that's assuming we can actually live. And I can actually exactly kill this guy with Beam Cell Sunder, which is very cool. Beam Cell Sunder coming in handy here, of course. Bonk. Hologram is here. I may take the hologram. Sorry, Claw fans. And Golden Idol, Bloody Idol is here, which is really, really good. Of course, that will heal us for 5 whenever we obtain gold. And any sustain as the defect is so valuable, and especially something like Bloody Idol, so consistent. Very nice. That's why you don't take Ectoplasm, by the way. So gain 5 health there from getting gold. And the Seek is absolutely cooking. You can find either the Sunder or the Beam Cell depending on what we're missing that turn. Has already happened twice in 2 fights. Oof. Charge battery, hologram charge battery. Block as much as I can. Play algorithm. And hope to get out next turn. Could fire pot if necessary. It is not necessary. Thank you, Sunder. Ball Lightning Plus is here. We have no non-basic way to generate lightning orbs. Probably gonna take that with Ball Lightning. It's a pretty good card. And Book Stabbing, of course, very deadly. Gotta make sure we get out here as fast as possible. Probably gonna take the ball lightning again. Gotta actually deal the damage. The Seek is very sad. And hope to get out this turn. Got there. Akabeko is here, giving us 8 extra damage on our first attack each fight. Could be extra good with the sweeping beam if we get that pulled off. We did also find a blue candle, by the way, so apologies. The blue candle, of course, allowing us to exhaust curses from our hand. We may play them, they will get exhausted, and we will lose 1 life. And with bandage up and the bloody idol, we have a good amount of sustain now. It's very nice. We're actually relatively weak right now. We're doing the big attack thing. Sunder and Beam Cell are cooking, but other than that, we don't really have any scaling yet. We have 0 powers right now. Definitely looking to find some more scaling here before this Act 2 boss. Not much here, considering Streamline, another big attack for our Beam Cell game plan. It may be important here. It is upgraded also. I wouldn't consider it if it wasn't upgraded, probably. Considering this double energy as well, I take the double energy after all. And I don't want Strength Pot over the potions I already have. My potions are quite good. Sadly, if I play Chill... Oh, I could have played Cold Snap first, but I wanted to kill that guy. There was some order where I could have drawn an extra card there. Maybe it doesn't even matter that I draw the extra card, though. I had a decent hand anyway. And it is buffing instead of resummoning, which is pretty good, I think. Considering what to take, I can just Seek for Sunder again. I can even consider Duplication Pot on the Sunder here. I sure do. Gotta kill this guy, of course. Gonna make more dudes this turn, and then it's going to hit me again, possibly the next turn. So perhaps unnecessary to Duplication Pot there, but I wanted to get out. And I think it's fair enough. And we find Incense Burner and a Loop Plus. Probably gonna take that just because it scales. We have no focus yet, but it'll get good later, of course. And Mummified Hand is here. So Incense Burner, every 6 turns, we will gain 1 intangible, reducing all damage we take to 1. And a Mummified Hand, of course, reducing the cost of a random card in our hand to 0 whenever we play a power. And now we're extra interested in taking powers. Would love to add some to our deck. Of course, they are good anyway on the Defect for scaling purposes, but when you get that Mummified Hand, boy, is it extra insane. Essentially making them free in some sense. No need to think here. I should have played Loop, obviously. I have Mummified Hand. I am sure I will start to remember now after I've made that silly mistake. Focus Pot is nice. Another algorithm is here, but might be a bit late. I still take it. Very cool. Love to find an Echo form right about now. That'd be pretty good. Sadly, I can't do the Beam Cell Sunder thing here. Could take the Loop. Oh, I can do the Beam Cell Sunder thing here. I have Akabeko. So even though the Vulnerable didn't work, it still kills it. Past me cooking. I did it this time. Managed to loop and reduce the cost of a card to 0. burner goes off here. Would love to have the fight last a bit longer, but seems I'm getting out here. Heat sinks is here, kind of a setup for later, and this is a new perspective I've had lately of just take the heat sinks. You have a mummified hand. You don't have any powers yet, really, but boy, is it going to be good later as the run goes on, right? It's kind of like Dark Embrace. And that's how I've been thinking about heat sinks. I used to really, really undervalue the heat sinks, I think. Now I've fully grown to appreciate just how insane it is. But I always knew that when you had Mummified Hand, it was, of course, like a very high value card. I'm trying to hologram Sunder here, I think. And then heat sinks to reduce the cost of it. But it doesn't work. So I go for the 50-50. And I hit it. Very cool. I had too many cards in my hand for that to work. But still did it. Really want to get out here. Zap, Compile Driver. Sweeping Beam. Oof, just a bit short here. How are we? Oh, we're at 1 health. Wow. That's crazy. Still have Lizard Tail, by the way. But don't want to lose that, of course, for nothing. And I can wait a turn even. Charge the Incense Burner by 1. And Dead Branch is here. Exhausting a card, adds a random Defect card into our hand. And there's Storm. Maybe that's a power to go with our heat sinks. I do, in fact, take it. Very exciting. And I have to rest. It would seem the champ is very threatening. Echo Form is here. Wow, what a power pot. Thanks, Power Potion. Consider using the Focus Pot, of course. I may. But we do have Incense Burner, so hopefully we can split with Burner on 4, have him do the split turn on 5, and then fully block the big hit Execute. Holding off on the Seek, it would seem. Ouch. I do Focus Pot after all. Double play a Frost Orb. Can dual cast as well. Only take 9. Double the loop. Make another chill. So I think we're killing it too fast here for us to realistically split with the burner on 4. So I'm just going for it. We do have genetic algorithms to double with Echo Form. That could be very helpful to block. Could have played that, probably. Maybe not, though, if we're trying not to split. And the loop on the Frost Orb is huge. Double the Beam Cell. Not going to be weakened. Still don't want to split, so this turn I can go Sunder doubled. But we are getting weakened here, and it has 14 Metallicize, actually kind of spooky. But it looks like now I actually can now charge the burner to 4 and get out that way. Ooh, I can get it to exactly half, which is actually not splitting. That's actually very nice. I am pretty sure. Very good. It's not splitting, I promise. I promise it's not splitting. I bet you $1 billion. It's just buffing. There we go. Now it's splitting. And yep, we won't take damage here. We have Burner. They call the Lightning Orbs. It's fine. Beam Cell. Sunder. The classic. Two peas in a pod. Bonk. So we did it all on the back of Incense Burner. Thank you, Incense Burner. Meteor Strike is here. Hyper Beam is here. Not. I think this might be a skip, considering Meteor Strike, it seems. I take it. A little bit ambitious, but hoping to find some more energy and or discount it with the Mummified Hand. That'd be cool. And wow, what a Astrolabe, finding a Fission plus, Capacitor plus, Hologram plus, Fission and Hologram will help us play the Meteor Strike, of course. And now we're just really hoping to find Echo Form, really. That would be great here. And 4 Elite Path, including the Super Elite there, could be good. And a nice early shop here for us, so a great looking path. Let's see if I'm feeling spicy enough to take it. Looks like I want more shop. 1 less elite for more shop. Fair enough. Can seek for Sunder and kill one immediately. Instead, I'm going for the Fission thing. And I'm really interested in this Fission now because not only is it good, but it also gives us a random card with the Dead Branch, of course. So we're not super leaning into the Dead Branch thing. It's just going to be supplemental here. But definitely still happy about it. I would love to play Bandage up. Looks like both algorithms are gone though, so I maybe just want to get out. I took 1 damage, that's a mistake. Whoopsie. And I was also charging Incense Burner, of course. Do I want it on 5 or 4? Is a good question. 4 it seems. And that's a great looking skim. Gotta be said. Horncleat is here. Turbo is on sale though, and that's really, really good. Can even buy Horncleat still. So Horncleat will give us 14 block on turn 2, one of my favorite relics in the game, and it's very, very powerful. Absolutely love to see that. Can play my powers. I have Mummified Hand. Go Turbo or Fission. Wow. Really good turn here. So yeah, with the Fission and the double energy especially, this Dead Branch is going to be particularly good. Once we've played those and exhausted those, it might not be as exciting afterwards. But those initial turns where we draw those cards is going to be very strong. Very happy about that. And just Tempest. Yep. And next turn we're invincible. Very cool. It may just be dead anyway. Algorithm is a pretty good card if you can get it cooking. It feels very, very different having a run where you have a algorithm over like 30 versus one where you don't have an algorithm. It can be quite jarring, the difference. That was a great fight. Now we found an old coin for 300 gold and a cool-headed plus. And now we were probably not interested in going to that second shop anymore, but now we are again all of a sudden. And then Red Mask Salesman guy pops up immediately. Just try to steal my newfound gold. Absolutely not. Dead Branch hitting Seek is pretty good. It's gotta be said. We're having some very, very strong turns here, it has to be said. These are... I hit the Sunder with that. I was trying to find Algorithm, of course, and a Charge Incense Burner. Even though Sunder is on 0 energy here, I'm not going to play it, probably. There it is. And I may even pass again. Nope. But Burner was on the wrong number here. Chill is excellent, of course, giving us more Frost Orb and exhausting for Dead Branch. Rip and Tear first. I have Akabeko. Take some damage here. It's okay though. Turbo, Meteor Strike. I already have enough energy for Meteor Strike, but would have liked to play other cards as well. Maybe Hologram as well. Maybe Chill. Maybe Storm. Maybe Heat Sinks. Too many options. It may be possible to reduce the cost of Meteor Strike to 0 here. Unlikely with the Heat Sinks in play, though. And here we go. Giant Head's hitting us for a lot. Hopefully can get out here. Unfortunately, a very bad hand. No good cards to go along with our hologram, unfortunately. Take a little bit of damage. Echoform's a bit late here, but better late than never, I suppose. Hologram, the hologram, then hologram, the barrage probably. And we got another barrage, it might just be dead here. Pretty incredible. Wow, good work, Dead Branch. And Electro is here for realsies. There's also another cool-headed plus, but Electro for Repto is really pretty important. Happy about that. Also goes well with our Fission and our Capacitor. So a great pick here. Playing Storm last, I made the mouse movements suggesting I immediately realized my horrible mistake. The Fool. This is the guy we're watching? Oh, Meteor Strike into Fission afterwards. Wow. And of course the Fission is upgraded, so we do get all of the effects from the orbs, making that even better. This white noise is cooking. Oh my god. I felt like 3 times in a row. This Power Potion gave it to me in Champ, and then white noise twice in a row. This poor Maw. Oh my god. What's happening? Play double energy, by the way. I have double energy in my hand. It's fine. We didn't have anything else to do unless the double energy actually hit something good. So well played. Not committing the double energy for no reason there. Now we get to double it to 24 energy. Unfortunately, still not much to do this turn. Would love to find like a recycle or something like that. Now I'm considering, how do I charge Ink Bottle more? How do I play this algorithm? Of course, trying to get the most out of every fight, taking the slow lines. Seems I don't care though. Okay, there we go. get it low enough. I must have done some math, concluding it wouldn't die to that meteor strike double. There's algorithm. Charging burner more. At least 3. I have damage next draw pile. But actually I want to go even more, I think, so I draw all the damage. To try to reshuffle with a different draw here. And I may be able to go to 4. Although this is looking rather spooky. I can hologram, hologram, hologram. Nice. So yes, we are indeed putting burner on 4. And I really want it for the Reptomancer, of course. Reptomancer hits you for like 100 on turn 2. Actually. Raptor does 32, the 2 minions do 25 each, that's 82, then the other 2 minions hit for 9 each, that's 100. And if you can't deal with that somehow, then you are dead. So gotta keep that burner on 4 if possible. Compile Driver looks really good here. More draw for our crazy huge turns with fishing and whatnot. Thunder or Sleeping Beam first, because it has Akabeko, then I can Sunder the left one. But I maybe just want a Meteor Strike, it seems. Seems greedy to just Meteor Strike. There's Chill. There's Electro. Pretty good. And I can play Meteor Strike. Wow, what a turn. I could have... I didn't play it. Oh, I wanted the Lightning Orbs. Wow. Very, very 5-head decision bypassed me there. There's a 0-cost Meteor Strike in your hand. Surely you play it, right? Even I was thinking that, but the Lightning Orbs with Electro Dynamics in play are very critical for killing the minions the next turn. So of course we don't play it. But I would have gotten baited by that in this current moment. I'm a little bit rusty right now, actually. I took a couple of days off, going over some days here where I had multiple wins in a row and had a little bit of a backlog, I suppose. Sometimes you're slaying the spider so often you get a little bit burnt out. And of course I want to keep my love for the game as strong as possible, so take a couple days sometimes. I was like, oops, I can't actually play this. So, okay, though, got out. And White Noise Plus, excellent with Nullified Hand. And it exhausts her Dead Branch, so excellent. And sadly have to key a Bag of Prep there. Very unfortunate. And Bottle Lightning is here for a Seek, perhaps. I'm very interested in that. I actually do click it. I have a Seek Plus, so it's really, really good. Another Double Energy's here, a Glacier is here. Heat Sinks, another one is here. It's all looking pretty good. Second Heat Sink seems a bit unnecessary, but the Glacier and the Double Energy seem really good. I do buy the Heat Sinks after all. So a great shop, actually. Considering clicking Upgrade All here, actually. Can't heal anymore, but if our whole deck is upgraded, boy, would that be really strong. But probably just better to take the fight, of course, as per usual. So we have a Seek Plus bottled, which we can find Fission and Chill with, or Electro and Chill with, or Electro and Fission. And then just have such a strong turn one every fight. It's crazy. Poor Guardian. We haven't found any focus, by the way, this entire run. Just casually cruising along with no focus. Pretty unusual. For me, anyway. I tend to kind of need that to win as the Defect, as it's sort of the most clear path to success, and I'm not great at going off the beaten path as the Defect in particular. Yet, anyway. Hopefully we'll get there soon enough. And perhaps I am getting there already, in this case. So we do still have this Lizard Tail just sitting there waiting to be useful. Place your bets right now. Do we actually use it or not? Burner is on 5. I should probably just Hyper Beam right now. I was interested in killing it a weird way for some reason. And our Relic is a Captain's Wheel, giving us 18 block on turn 3. So we are 2/3 of a boat now. And we did find the Recycle after all. It's very exciting. So not getting attacked. Do whatever we want here. Not sure what all the hubbub was about there, my dithering. Pretty clear I was going to do the same thing as I normally do. Interested in playing a Hello World here, as generating a card every turn against Nemesis can be useful if it's, you know, the burns can be making your turns awkward. So having an option every turn can be actually pretty good. It's tangible again. There's the big boy. Wow, that's the first focus we've seen this entire run, I think. I don't think we've generated a bias cog or a defrag at any point before that. And certainly, I don't remember it anyway. Play heat sinks, then capacitor. I've been doing this weird thing of like playing my powers sort of like in a weird order lately. Not sure what the deal is with that. I know to play the heat sinks before, you know, the other powers, but there's something. Wow, this scrolling is so fast. Oh my god, look how cracked I am. Not to toot my own horn or anything, but that was some fast scrolling. Shout out to Razor Mice, I guess. We found a Singing Bowl, letting us gain 2 max health instead of skip at cardboard screens. A little bit late for that, unfortunately. Doom and Gloom Plus is being offered. Not sure I still want that at this point. Falling is here. That's going to be Ball Lightning, unfortunately, but it's fine. Defrag's here again. I'm trying to get a little creative, but then I always go back to just Electro and Fission. Getting the Fission is really cracked in turn 1 here. Just rip the bias cog, sure. It's fine. Could have played Meteor Strike before the Electro to do some orb stuff. Could also just recycle the Meteor Strike. I meant to recycle the Meteor Strike, I misclicked. That was actually rather bad. Very unfortunate. Still going strong though. Sometimes a misclick like that may matter a lot, but we have so much energy that it just doesn't matter. My god. Also, Meteor Strike does 3 extra damage with Strike Dummy. That's pretty cute. That's why we picked it, obviously. That turn 1? I guess it was. I'm gonna play Beam Cell first. I see. I'm trying to do less damage for the burner yet again. Try to get that to at least 3, but 4 would be better. Looks like I'm fine with 3 though. And White Beast statue at the very end, giving us a potion in every fight. Unfortunately not very good anymore. Barrage Plus is here, that seems great. We have a Capacitor Plus. Some more damage. So the Act 4 Elite will always drop a potion. That's all that White Beast statue is going to do. Doing the thing again. This time I go for chill, just to block. I found Bias Cog again. Maybe I just rip it again. I can recycle the Reinforced Body to gain a lot of energy as well. Deciding against it though, it seems. Maybe I just want to block with it. I had the algorithm though, so it makes no sense. Yeah, I could have, anytime you recycle or something like that, an X cost card, you gain X energy, where X is your current energy, so you basically double your energy when you recycle an X cost card. Playing these guys a bit too quickly may get Alec Burner on a bad number yet again. I am going so fast, my god. Lightning speed, this guy. It's hard to believe that this is me, right? Sometimes. The same person who is talking to you all in this manner is clicking cards this fast. But it's true. That's my name at the top left, after all. Turns out when you do something for thousands of hours, you can do it fast. Muscle memory and whatnot. Discharge is not great here. Might just not play that. Could recycle it. Get rid of FTL instead. That's certainly a mistake. FTL could actually do something. Static Discharge is not going to get played. Could get played in the second half, but still it's just not going to do anything. This time I'm not playing Heat Sinks on purpose, because I don't need the draw here probably, and don't want to give it 2 strength. Saving the double energy for another day. Echo Form is here. Wow, that's pretty good. Pretty good turn. I could play chill and kill it here. Yep, that's pretty good. Now we have Echo Form in play and a lot of energy. See what Recycle does. Hits Bias Cog. Could Hologram first. Can take future again now. The hologram, sometimes hologram just absolutely pops off. Like you're just hologram, play a card, you have Echo Form in place, so you have to get the hologram back. Play another card, you have another hologram in your hand, you play another hologram, you can hologram the hologram. It's like one of those cards that has a lot of potential. And even at the base value, just get a thing back and play it again is pretty good. Having another excellent turn here, of course. So much energy. I should have rebounded that. And I noticed in my last defect video I was doing this a lot, where I had the opportunity to rebound something, I just kept not playing it. I tend to, this is probably my biggest problem as a player, is not appreciating the cards that aren't the main cards I'm thinking about enough, if that makes sense. Like, yes, I know that my good cards like Meteor Strike and whatnot are doing the big thing, but I forget about the smaller cards like the attack common I took in Act 1, where it could still have a lot of utility, something like a rebound. And I just kind of like don't even see it in my hand a lot of the time. I don't appreciate it, but yeah, rebounding something on top can be very valuable, and I just don't think about it a lot. One of my bigger problems as a player at the moment. And it happens in every character I do this. I'm just, you know, my mental resources are allocated elsewhere. And I just like can't even see the bad card. The bad card. And it ends up usually, obviously, where all of these were watching heart kills, so it doesn't matter in these, but some amount of my losses are definitely because I'm not fully maximizing my deck, essentially. And making my potion belt as juicy as possible there, getting the bronze scales, or the liquid bronze, for the heart. We could just kill this Act 4 lead on turn 1 here. That would be cool. And I already have the chill, so I can just get no fission. Gonna go for double energy instead. Very cool. There's Meteor Strike, so we are off. Maybe shouldn't have played Capacitor, because now it's gonna be harder to evoke the orbs. And I get Meteor Strike back, hoping that I hit it with one of the Mummified Hand procs. So now I can just start playing orb cards, which will evoke the orbs. And I can play another one. And next turn, hopefully I draw some sort of card draw. I did not put Burner on the right number, unfortunately. It's gonna be okay, but would have loved to take 0 here, of course. And also, we want to get out of this turn, because the heart does attack you on turn 2, so having it on 4 is really good. So get rid of the Sunder for 3 energy. There is some chance we kill here, that's for sure. I can Compile Driver first to only draw 3. I could have done that to keep my draw pile from shuffling, and therefore Hologram still active. But it looks like we're finding a good card to Hologram anyway, so that's fine. Of course, playing the Compile Driver to reshuffle the deck means Compile Driver goes into this card pile, so you always can Hologram that anyway. And I'd probably do that. This is one of the bigger like pop-off decks I've ever built, for sure. This is just going and going and going. This is well, rather crazy, actually. I can do the multicast to gain 5 energy, but as soon as I want the multicast to do damage. And there's Barrage, so we actually did make it out with Burner on 4. That's crazy. Wild. Mercury Hourglass is here, a bit late, doing 3 damage at the start of each of our turns. Not amazing, considering a potion, but nope. So Artifact Pot blocks the vulnerable. Bronze scale, oh, liquid bronze, god, I keep saying that, will deal 3 damage whenever it hits us, and that's going to include each hit of the times 15 hit. Very good. It looks like I'm considering keeping the Artifact Pot. Maybe if I randomly generate a bias cog, I could reduce the focus minus, which would be very good. That's a bit ambitious, though. Nice. Got a defrag. and found a heat sinks as well. So a great turn one there. And I do drink the artifact after all. Hopefully find something good with the dupe pot. I just like moused over it, so I should be fully aware that I have it. Nice, now we found a core surge, so if you do find a bias cog, don't even have to think about it, you can just rip it. And even have Captain Seal on turn 3 to block the multi-hit. That's very nice. Ooh, Cask can come around later. Make a tiny bit of damage. Could have used weak pot there. But it would have only blocked for 4. Perhaps not necessary at all. So much heat sinks, oh my god. Get rid of the burn. Maybe I want to get rid of a different card though, just to actually gain an energy. Keep going. We have 4 loop in play, so that's going to be good to have a Frost Orb in the front, even with such small amount of focus that we have. Another heat sinks, oh my goodness. Now we have 5 cards whenever we play a power. So trying to remove these artifacts so that we can actually play the weak pot. Considering dupe pot on the barrage, that'd be crazy. I have 2 beam cells in there. He's cooking. Just trying to erase this guy. And I knew that the bronze, liquid bronze, will deal the damage on the heart's turn. So deal the damage, 200 damage kind of resets. Then the scales damage happens. What's it called? It's called Thorns. Thorns damage. Machine learning? Sure. I'm mildly concerned about my health total here. And I don't have a Frost Orb in the front anymore either. But that's okay. Drawing 5 cards by playing the machine learning seems pretty good. Trying to get it low here. Hopefully kill it soon. We are getting rather low here. It's definitely going to start hitting us very hard soon, so we want to get out as fast as possible. Beam cell seems pretty good. Nice sweeping beam first, though. A bit sus. I'm trying to find some good cards here. That's a power. That's excellent. Thank you, Dead Branch. Thank you, Dead Branch. We bow to you, Dead Branch. And I do want this Frost Orb in the front so I can loop it. And we have Intense Burn next turn. So we should be fine, no matter what happens here. And there's Barrage for the kill. Very cool. So just under an hour there, we made it. Lizard Tail, of course, still active. And Mummified Hand saving me 8 energy per combat. Dead Branch, of course, popping off. We found a bottle at the store and even bought it, which is crazy, and it was really good. So a very cool run involving finding no copies of Defrag or Bias Cog. Unusual for my channel, of course. I tend to only win with those cards around, but we found another way this time, and I thought that was a very cool and exciting run. Very cool pop-off kind of turns there. Dead Branch generating so many cards, of course, very exciting. If you're still here, how have you not subbed? How have you not liked the video? Thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and as always, have a beautiful day.